Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little about your health. I'm here with Dr. Tins Cook.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
You know, it's always an important time to talk about our health and our health care. What are you telling people specifically about HIV prevention and knowledge around that area?
I think one of the most important things for people to realize is that PrEP really is for everyone, because of how I think we all were introduced to HIV decades ago. Those old opinions hold fast, but anyone who's an adult, sexually active, PrEP is a tool that is not only available for everyone, but appropriate for everyone.
Can we talk a little bit about Atlanta specifically? Our statistics are always fairly terrible. And you just wonder from the outside looking in, what else can we do? What can we be doing better?
Yeah, I think keeping the focus on HIV so that people are aware that Atlanta is unfortunately a place where transmissions are high. But I think as part of that, that we all have a place in the responsibility that we can change those numbers, whether we're healthcare providers or not. There is something that we all can do, even if it's as simple as getting tested and making sure that we all know our status, having that confirmed. But if we're diagnosed and living with HIV, that there are medicines that allow those persons to be treated. And once treated and undetectable, they're unable to pass the virus to someone else. And then last but not least, having awareness and access to HIV prevention tools, things like PrEP, and making people aware that they have that option and where they can go to get it.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that because I think that there is an arm of the community, there is an arm of society that thinks this isn't my problem. This isn't for me. I'm a woman, so I don't need to get tested. I'm a white person, so I don't need to get tested. Like there are so many different things, stigmas out there that are absolutely wrong. How do we
Exactly.
get better?
Yeah, so, for women especially, the statistics show that especially women of color, Black women in the South, are amongst the highest group in women who are diagnosed with HIV. And we often think that the risk of HIV transmission lies solely in what we do as individuals that put us at risk. But living in a place like Atlanta and being sexually active in a place where the HIV prevalence is high, that in and of itself is a risk factor. But it lies just as much in the behaviors of your sexual partner. So if your sexual partner is in areas or in activities where HIV transmissions are possible, then that is brought home to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you for putting the ball in our court and making sure that we are all educated. But for those who still need a little more information, is there a place that we can go? Can we learn more? Can we stay on the forefront?
Absolutely. So there are various tools for HIV prevention. As we've mentioned, there are pills that a person can take. There are injections that make PrEP and HIV prevention very convenient. Tools like Aptitude, and I think Aptitude has a website where you can get much detailed information about how it's dosed and what the potential side effects are. With everything, there are great benefits, but it's also great to be educated on what those possible side effects can be also.
Thank you so much for your time here on Focus Atlanta. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, likewise, a pleasure to be here too, and happy holidays.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays. And you know what? Happy holidays to you all, to the viewers. You guys, we can all take a step in the right direction, whether that's just you personally getting tested and making sure that you know your status, or whether that is, acknowledging and encouraging someone else in your life to maybe try PrEP if that's what they need. please take the opportunity to go to the website, learn more, learn about how each and every one of us can get us out of this horrible statistic that we're lying in, right? We are typically at the top of the list. It's one of these things that we don't want to be at the top of the list for. So as Atlanta residents, let's all step up to the plate and do our part. And stay tuned to more Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back.